Okay, so we will move on with the
Thank you for permitting me.
license agreement. Number 3, AEM Architects Land Development Extension of Time.
Do you have any questions? They're asking for a 120-day time extension. The plan is
Oh.
essentially ready to go. They're having difficulty with financing,
Oh, okay.
which on the back of Linda's memo is their letter they submitted.
I don't have a problem with that. Does anyone on the board have a problem?
No.
Well, they've already had one extension, correct?
Yeah, she did provide the detail on the front.
Yeah.
The first extension was because we were waiting for the PennDOT approvals.
Right.
We did get that after the extension was granted, and now they're looking to secure funding.
Well, she had 120 days. Finance.
A motion in the form of 120 days, or do we need to do the math and pick a date?
Or you could do 120
20
days
days.
from
Right.
the date it's now due, 7/27.
I'll make a motion to grant 120-day time extension from July 27th that we had in mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Now it's hard to get financing.
I'll second it to bring it onto the floor.
Okay. Now, we have a motion and a second. Discussion.
Bear in mind, I'll discuss my motion. Bear in mind, in this current environment that we're in, because they're having trouble getting financing, I don't know there's a reason to deny their plan. It's tough out there to get financing. Maybe we should have, maybe we do it. If we're not willing to go 4 months, and maybe that's what will come from this discussion, maybe require them to give us proof that they are actively looking for that financing. But the environment out there is real tough right now for financing.
We have someone.
Yeah.
Please, go ahead.
Tom Case from AEM Architects.
Thank you.
We're not immune to all the problems that you're discussing, even being in the industry. Financing is an issue. We did get pricing back from a sole contractor. We obviously work with a lot of different contractors. Gave it to one that we've done a lot of work with. We're really going to open it back up and get pricing from 2 people who create some competition. So we've got the same problem that you're hearing out there for other people, and the banks have now tightened their requirements and are loaning less of a percentage than they would have done 2 or 3 years ago. So we're being hit by that. So we are actively pursuing pricing. We're actually looking at taking one of the bays off and reducing slightly, which will decrease impervious a little bit. So that is being done currently.
Thank you. Any other?
Well, to respond to Lisa's comment, we haven't denied their plan. It's been approved. All we're talking about is giving additional time.
And that was a question I had, is was this plan finally approved?
They have the plan approval.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was finally approved, I don't know that we have
It's a time extension.
to consider a motion at this point to extend the time, because under the plan approval, they have the 1 year to complete what they need to.
But we have to get the improvements agreements into place. That's
Right.
so we
That's
didn't
the
release
issue.
the plans yet.
And I can go back and look, but it should be that your final plan approval gave you 1 year to get.
We understood it also that it's contingent. It was a contingent approval upon that.
It's a conditional
upon that
approval.
Getting the.
Do we have the time limitation on the condition?
That I don't know, Andy.
And I don't.
I don't know
have it
that
right
we
in front
did
of
that. I mean, it was just with the understanding, yeah, your plan is approved, all the technical things have been addressed.
Right.
Now get your financing, your letter of credit into place, and then you're good to go. That's what they're working on right now.
I don't need finance to do that.
And usually with our written motion of approval, we'll give 1 year maximum for them to get everything in order.
To get their
Or it
letter
will
of credit in
expi- Or
place?
the final plan approval will expire by its own terms.
If that's the case, then we still do it. We still have time if that can be clarified.
And that's the issue.
When's
And-
our next meeting?
Are they approved or not approved?
It's conditionally approved. The plan is conditionally approved, provided they get their letter of credit and improvements agreement into place. That's the thing that we're waiting on.
Right. So they have to do that first.
So the clock is still ticking.
That's actually part of the funding. That's about $120,000 that we wouldn't, we're not going to get that letter from our bank until we have our financing,
Right.
finalized. So it's a kind of a catch-22 for us at this point.
Understood there, but, well, may I recommend at a minimum that you give them 30 days so we can pull the motion of approval and take a look between ourselves and see what kind of time frame that they have here? If the board's not of a mind to give them the 120 days as requested, then at a minimum, let's take a look at that.
To see where we are procedurally.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. We did have a
Does she
motion
wanna
and a
amend her
second.
motion? Yeah,
Do you wanna
Lisa, do you want to
amend
amend
your
your
motion?
motion?
No, we have to
To
call
make it
that one.
120 days.
She can-
Do you want to change it?
I'll change it to 30 days. I'll change my motion to a 30-day extension to give council and engineering a chance to see where we are procedurally on this.
I'll second the amended motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Huh?
Just because.
All right. New business. Thank you.